For those of you who responded to our inquiry and caught our act out on the sidewalk in front of the pier cam, this is where the pier cam is located as seen from out on the pier. One of the reasons we like Morro Bay so much is that it's a boating community, much like the boating communities we were used to when we were sailing so many years ago. And of all the things we do and see in Morro Bay, one of the ones we most look forward to is going down to the marina, driving by and looking at all the boats and looking at all the boats out in the anchorage, which is a mooring actually, and remembering the good times we had in our 7 years of sailing. And sometimes we wish we could do it again, but it's good to see. This is a solar operated bird dissuader. Just turns and turns and manages to dissuade pelicans and birds from landing on the boat and producing this kind of mess if you don't have one. Go on down the road a little ways and get to a little emptier beach, but try and stay close to here so I can get a picture of Morro Bay rock. Morro rock, that rock from in the air. So this just didn't work out, but it was a good place to stop for coffee. Okay, recording. We've come down the highway a little ways and looking for a place to fly where there's not many people, and this looks like it may be a place to fly where there's not many people. A little trail there. They have signs around saying that the plover is being protected. So you're not supposed to fly kites or anything in areas that they don't want you to between March and October. And darn if this doesn't look like one of those places. Do not enter. Plover. So we finally got to a beach where there was hardly anybody there, and it looked like a good place to fly. And it was, but look how far it was from Morro Rock. Now the Phantom 4 will fly at 40 miles an hour, so it wasn't too far, and the range is good. So I thought we'll just go for it anyway, and we'll just fly it clear down to Morro Rock and around and bring it back. So we got it launched and up, and it was really neat, and it was cruising along, and all of a sudden it stopped and turned around, and I looked at the screen, and the screen told me that it had lost a signal. And I was standing behind the car, so of course it lost the signal. Well, when it loses a signal, it has an automatic feature in it that just turns it around and sends it back home and will land itself. And so I can interrupt that feature, but I didn't want to, and it seemed like we were running into enough roadblocks. So I decided to give up, let it come back, let it land, and we would forego getting a good video view of Morro Rock. We'll come back next year and try it again, but tomorrow we'll be off to a different location. So there you have it. We almost made it, but we didn't. But it's all right. It was a great view from where we did fly it, and a good look at the neighborhood around, and I'm never sorry after a successful or even an unsuccessful Phantom flight.